What is up, people? Welcome to another episode of the Demxcrazy podcast, where we politic about all things that move the culture forward. I'm one of your hosts, Roy Gunner.
It's your boy Rasul Reed, Rasulio, double R. Let's get it.
It's your boy Chris B, man. Episode 16 of the Demxcrazy. As y'all see, we don't have a guest today. You know, things happen, but we're going to get right into it, though, man. What's popping, man? How everybody doing, man?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, bro. I can't complain, man. You know, shoot, you about to get that little stimmy check, bro. You know, I needs my funds.
Broke bitch. Not playing.
You damn right I'm broke.
Nah, I'm doing good. About to get an add-on to my house. So, you know, we're going to have a litter environment on season 2 of Demxcrazy. So
Yes,
it's going to
sir.
be dope. So,
Man, that's good, man.
and ready for that STEM check, too. So,
Hell yeah, man. But shoot, Chris, man, we got our boy Chris B, man. He been doing some big things, man. You know,
Big things.
This boy actually became a real business owner, entrepreneur. You know, all the little
now
big
that
words.
fake shit on Facebook to my real business.
Man, so we want to ask, you know, Chris, man, you know, tell the people about your business and you know what type of company you actually started.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the flowers, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man, it's called the Regional Movers, man. It's a moving business, man. We, apparently we based here in Kansas City, man. We service the entire metropolitan area, man. You know, saying Lee Summit, Kansas City, Missouri, KCK, Overland Park, Olathe, Johnson County, like, anything within the 60-mile radius, man, we service, man. I'm just ready, man. You know, saying I've been getting a lot of calls already, man. A lot of calls,
Being
man.
booked.
Been booking people, man. And it's only going to grow from here. I've only been in business 1 week, so imagine what 1 month or 2 months, a year, 2 years, 10 years. What's that going to be like,
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit, you definitely doing big things, man. If people wanted to actually, like, get in contact with you to get some of those services, how can they reach out to you?
Man, you can go to my website, man. It's theregionalmovers.com.wix, theregionalmovers.com.wix, man. Or you can hit me up on my my Facebook business page. It's called The Regional Movers, man. So, man, just go ahead and send me an email, send me a text, write me on my website, man. You can book me like that. Or just call my phone number, man. It's listed on my website. I don't know the business line by heart yet, but it's on the website.
Nah, we're going to have them links in the description and whatnot. Yeah. So what made you want to become well, I know the answer, but what made you want to become a businessman,
Well, I've always been interested in having a business, man. Like I said, back to the Iced Out production days when me and Ricky, man, we actually used to have a studio. So I started out with that. And then I tried to have
You were selling jewelry?
Yeah, I was selling jewelry. Yeah, I've always been an entrepreneur. I was selling jewels. I was Chris the jeweler. Or wait a minute, Eternal the jeweler.
Yeah, you're going to be eternal all right now, man.
I would call that a jeweler, bro.
What the fuck was it then?
nigga was selling merchandise. I don't know about jewelry.
I was a merchant.
You was a merchant. That nigga was a booster. Nigga, I don't know.
Straight from Australia.
Hey, what's that nigga on the ladder that had the stolen jewels?
Wait, that's not it. But more, nah.
Yeah, I was on that type of stuff, man. But, I did that, man. And then, like, when I first got out of college, man, I had a security business, man. And, unfortunately, man, when you try to do, like, a security business, security is not really an essential thing. Like, yeah, it's nice to have it, but a lot of people ain't really looking for that.
Yeah.
People should have security for their businesses, for their events and all that, but people are cheap. So I was like, damn, man, it's like, I'm tired of working the job. Like, it's nothing, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong working the job, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's working a 9 to 5. Shout out to everybody that's working the job because, we all got to start somewhere, and then everybody's not, entrepreneur, and there's nothing wrong with that. So please don't get it misconstrued. Shout out, keep doing your thing at your job, but I'm talking about for myself, So, man, I knew I always wanted to go into business for myself. So, man, probably like a month ago, man, we had Bobby J. Coleman on here, the comedian. And, when the camera stopped rolling, man, he just sat here and talked to us for like a whole hour, just
Free game.
Giving us knowledge, giving us free game, like Rasul said, man. And, it touched my soul, bro. It's like, damn, like, because he was giving us good game, but it's like, damn, I'm afraid to take chances, man. That's why I'm stuck where I'm at. Because, don't get wrong, my job paying me hella good money. I made good ass money at my job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like I was content and stuck. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and roll the dice, man. And shit, man, not even 2 weeks after that interview, I started my business, man. License, LLC, insurance, man,
Website.
clients, employees, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff, website, you know.
Secretary, you know.
Yeah, so all that good stuff, man. So, you know, we moving, man.
Hell yeah, man. Sure. I mean, as far as like your business, man, like what are your plans for like if it, you know, if it grows, you know, you want to kind of make it grow into something like maybe like a U-Haul or a rider, or do you want to basically just kind of stay like with the aspect of helping people move, or do you want to be able to get to the point where, you know, you got a fleet and you can rent out trucks to people and have them do their own moving?
Man, that's actually a great question, Roy Gunner, man. Man, I don't want to be too big, man. I still want to be able to like be successful with it, but I don't want to get to the point to where the business consume me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, say if I want to go to Puerto Rico for a weekend or take a road trip with the fellas, like I'm able to do that and still not wonder if my shit gonna be burnt to the ground when I get back or gonna have a lawsuit. So man, I pretty much, man, the max that I want to have out there, I probably want to have like 3 crews out there, man. And believe it or not, with this moving business, if you got 3 crews out there, you can make some very good money with it, man. You know, not to throw my finances out there, but just like one, like if you just got 1 truck out there, just 1 crew, you can easily make $250,000 a year. So imagine if you got 3 crews out there.
Hell yeah.
So that's it, man. Like I said, I'm not a greedy person, man. I'm good with my money. Like if I make $250,000 a year, I can easily turn it into $1 million a year. So yeah, I just want to keep it small because, you know, I care about people. I love people, man. And I never want to be fully responsible for somebody's livelihood. Like say if I get a lawsuit or say if business slow down, I don't want to be the reason this man can't take care of his family no more. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So I still just want to keep it on a small level, man. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, plus you don't want to have more business than you can handle. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have people scheduling stuff with you and you like, damn, I can't fill the orders because, you know, it makes the company look bad, man. So I definitely understand that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that trying to be greedy and get everything, you know. Because I was like a person just like that trying to get all these jobs and whatnot. But I'm like, you know what? Let me do like 3 jobs a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when I used to make album covers and whatnot, I try to get everything, you know. But I'm like, let me just take my time and just be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah.
And you can give a better quality to your customers, man. You know what I mean? Give better quality to your customers, man. Have a good rapport, man. Because when you out here just trying to get money, man, you kind of forget the customer service. You kind of forget to show them people them great customer service skills and show them that you care.
You want no rush jobs. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of them.
For sure, man. Well, I mean, as far as like, you know, people who are looking to get into the actual line of business, like what would be your advice for somebody who maybe, you know, want to start a moving company or something like that themselves?
Man, I'll be honest, man. YouTube, man.
Yeah.
That's where I learned that, man.
YouTube University. That's it.
YouTube University, man. And fortunate for me, man, you know, my girl, her brother, he owns a very successful business, moving business, man. So he kind of, you know, he put me up on game, man. You know, hey, man, that's what you got to do to get your insurance, man. That's how you get clients and all that, man. And I also want to shout out to Air Reese, man. You know, Air Reese, he got his own moving business too, man. He actually hit me up on, I think Monday or Tuesday, like, hey, man, you need to call me, like, for real, fuck with me. So I called him up. He's like, hey, man, he's like, see, you got your own business. Congratulations, man. It's like, man, this is what you need to do to boost up your sales and all that. And he's been helpful, like, every step of the way, man. And, you know, he taught me how to land some more contracts, man. So when I said I've been on the phone all day, I've actually been on the phone with one of his connects, man.
Damn.
Like, with a major company, man.
Hell
like,
yeah.
he put me in the right directions, man. So.
Well, that's cool,
Real
man. Well,
nigga
y'all
shit.
people, man, y'all listening, man. Like I said, like Chris doing, don't be afraid to soak game from people who, you know, are older than you and doing the things that you want to get into, man. You know, take the advice that they're giving you, taking the tools that they, you know, giving to you, and use that to build your own platform and to create your own success, man. So that's good that you actually taking the knowledge and, you know, being able to utilize the resources that you have around you to make your business flourish, for sure.
I appreciate it.
Like I said, that's some real nigga shit for him to come out and be like, hey, man, I want to help you, you know, because he got his own moving business and whatnot. You know, people from our city, you know, they don't like helping each other. But like I said, that's some real shit. But like, hey, man, I'm going to show you how to do this and do that. So like I said, shout out to Aries, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I know. I'll be honest, man. I didn't know how to take it at first. Like man, what this nigga want, man?
He's going to buy you out.
Yeah, I thought niggas trying to buy me out. Hold up. He's like, nah, nigga, I'm trying to help you grow your business, man. So, man, shout out to that nigga Reese, man. Like, good dude, man. For real, man.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Well, shoot, man. We chopping it up, man. This is episode 16 of the Democracy Podcast,
16.
man. We moving along, season 1, and we'll be back with more discussion and more topics.
Yes, sir.
Man, welcome back to episode 16
We're
of
back.
Demxcrazy, man. We got RG, man, Russell Reed, Chris B, man. Like I said, we
Yes,
don't have
sir.
a guest today, but you know, we brothers, man. Like, this shit flow naturally, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even got to read our notes. This shit
Hell
flow so
nah.
naturally.
Like
you
I
know?
said, we do this even without the cameras on. You know what I'm saying? We talk about this stuff every day, so you know it is what it is.
Yeah.
But man, we just did a little quick segment about me and my business, man. But you know, I don't want to take too much of the shine. I want to shed light on my brothers, man. My brothers Rasul, my brother RG, man. But
Yes, sir.
Rasul, man, I know a lot of people don't know much about you because you like to be a fan, man. You move in silence. There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
man. But a lot of people don't know, man, that you are like pretty much like a natural born contractor and construction worker,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I was forced into contracting when I was a kid. Then, you know, when I got older and started doing it for myself, you know, people been calling me for jobs, and I'd be like, I do some jobs just to help people out, and
Yeah.
get like a little bit of money, but you know, if I, you know, get on desperate times, I do a little job and whatnot, and see how it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do contracting work. I fix homes. I only deal with wood. I got a guy that do electricity, and I got a guy that do plumbing, but I only do the wood work. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I can install windows, doors, fix homes. I'm actually currently doing an add-on right now to my house, so it's pretty good. So
Man, so like with I'm gonna follow. You gonna ask your question?
Oh,
man.
no, you cool. Go ahead.
So that with Redefine, man, now that's going to be the name of your contracting company, man. How did you come up with the name, man?
well, like I said, my last name is Ree, so I try to put a play on words. So everything I do gonna have that Ree in there, you know what I'm saying? So Redefine Homes is gonna be me just buying up and like rehabbing homes, you know what I'm saying? Try to sell them
That's
to people
fire.
and whatnot.
Woo-wee.
And
Woo.
I got my little brother gonna be helping. I got my older brother gonna be helping, and I got a distant cousin that's gonna be helping too. Hopefully he good. And I got my other cousin. You know, that's actually gonna be helping you, gonna be me too.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Oh,
hard
yeah.
work.
yeah, he's a hard worker. Help me build my house and your house too. So and just trying to, you know, do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Get homes, trying to build something. You know what I'm saying? And try to sell them to banks.
That's
I'd
smart.
rather go to the bank than go to people. You know what I'm saying? Because like I
Yeah.
said, a lot of people been trying to buy my house. They put one offer on here, well, $98,000,
Damn.
and I was like, my
Shit, you better than me. My shit would have been gone, nigga.
the nigga in me gonna say,
Nigga better give me 6 figures. Damn near 6 figures. My shit is gone.
I know.
Holla, motherfucker.
I told them, I said, that's the lowest I could do, but I'm like, can you at least do 125? I got to see, but it might be somebody out there that want to do it for that much. But like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I was just like you, dog.
Shoot, boy.
When I get my check, I was gone. Now,
Yeah, just like me. We would have been having no podcast in this house.
Shit, we can have it in my house. Shit, nigga.
yeah, we could be at Chris.
It'd have been gone.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that, but like I said, you know, great things comes to those who wait. So I was like, let me wait and see. But they give me an offer. I told them, I said, I'm not trying to sell it, but if you give me an offer, I can't refuse. They asked me what's the lowest you would do. I said I would do 98. That's the lowest
Yeah.
I would do. But after Chris shed light on, my appraisal was up to 113 now.
Yep. They got to pay what they weigh, man.
Yeah, I got to pay with the way. So.
Hell yeah, man. But sure, I see that you been crossing over into the medium realm. Now I know because you know I know behind the scenes shit, man. But I just want to ask, man. I know that you got a little company that you're also starting in that realm, Rebellion Studios,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Can you tell us
Yes,
more
sir.
about that?
Rebellion Studios is going to be pretty much my visual studios, commercials, music videos, YouTube shows, YouTube skits, and we're going to have the link in that description too with your stuff. And I got my partner Leroy Halliman going to be helping me with a lot of stuff, and he got his Royal Vision. So
Royal Vision,
we're going to talk
you know?
about that later, next. But like I said, it's a company, man. I did a couple of guys' videos too, so it's they got videos. 'Cause like I said, I like being behind scenes, because like I said, I don't like taking all the glory, you know what I'm saying. But I had an epiphany, and I'm like, well, let me go ahead and just show everybody my face. So I've been shooting videos and movies and stuff. So
Hell yeah, man. So shoot, I mean, as far as you like get into that realm, man, is any like directors or any people that kind of inspires you to want to do that?
let me go my top 5 directors. Should I go top 5 black directors or just directors in general?
Whatever you enjoy.
General, dog.
In general, yeah, I already know Steven Spielberg. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure, man.
He
A living
doing
legend, man.
He doing this thing. Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino. He did the Pulp Fiction and everything.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese. Who else?
John Singleton.
Oh yeah, I love John Singleton. Yeah, John Singleton and Christopher Nolan. You know what I'm saying? He did the Batman series. He did Inception. He did a lot of stuff. So
He don't.
those are my top 5. But like I said, R.I.P. to John Singleton. He one of my inspirations too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when he passed away, I was hurt. I'm like, damn, because he
Yeah, I
was
remember, boy.
doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, John Singleton, but he gave you the hood classes,
that's
boys.
he got Snowfall. That's Snowfall.
Yeah, I didn't know he did. I said, he did Snowfall too. I'm like,
Damn,
that
that's
shit
crazy,
fire.
boy.
yeah, so shout out to John Singleton and Snowfall, but he did everything. Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice, Higher Learning. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I want to get into that realm one day, you know what I'm saying? So I got, one more year to get everything. I'm just in the building process, getting everything.
Hell yeah.
I get there. Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm definitely proud of you, man. And like I said, I've been knowing you a long time, and that's actually how we met. Like when we was in high school, if you had all your credits in the USD 500, you can have like half a day at school and half a day at trade school. So me and Rasul and Leroy, we actually met at ATVS. I think
ATS. Yeah, I forgot you was there, Leroy.
Yeah, that's
I just
right.
rode with you.
Don't shit on me.
My bad. Yeah, I just rode in your car. We said,
Yeah, that's why first man Leroy had, but me and Rasul actually like became friends back then. So we was doing this shit, video production, man.
yeah, it was in video production. I just saw Chris doing like this. I'm like, damn, that nigga must be grooving. So I just tapped him on the shoulder. I make beats.
Yeah.
And that's when I was making beats. And
Say I made beats.
as I did, I said he was rapping. He was eternal back in the
That was
day.
eternal. Yep, I sure was, man.
And I was Knockout King, so I was like, hey, I made beats, and we just linked up. Then, when we left high school, I seen the picture of him on MySpace and hit him up and started making album covers. And like I said, shout out to Chris and Ricky Ramsey because they put me on the flyers. I wasn't making flyers back then. And ever since I started making flyers, from people around Kansas City. And that's why I started out. Before I was rapping and everything and videos, it was just I took my imagery on and put it on, making album covers and whatnot. Because like I said, everything I did was all by accident. When we was in the group, shouts out to Saul, ENT, Ricochet Rabbit. You know how we do. And we had our homeboy Corey Page making the album covers. But I didn't like the way they looked. It looked a little ashy. Sorry, Corey. But
You still got Corey. But
shit looked a little ashy. But I said, you know what? Let me make it. So I did research. What's the dimensions? Okay, 4x75. How do I do this? How do I do that? How can I make this, that? How can I now? I constantly started learning. And ever since that, every album cover you see from the camp or from anybody that's lit, bing.
Yeah. Man, for sure, man. Well, shoot, I'm glad that you've been, taking initiative to kind of work towards your dreams, man. Because since I've been knowing you, I already know that you've been wanting to get into directing and some type of film. I see that you also been looking into learning about screenplay writing. Can you tell us more about that? You want to write your own movies or films?
That's the thing. Like, I have the idea in my head, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, y'all two gentlemen are the best people that can write, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know Chris be writing some good ass scripts.
Hell yeah.
And I know the ideas you be sending me. I'm like, damn, why the fuck I didn't think about that? You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I've been lacking. So I've been like, how can I get my ideas in my head on a piece of paper so everybody can relate to? So that's the thing but screenwriting, I'm trying to get some scripts together, and me and Leroy, we got something working on. So it's gonna be fire.
Nah, man, I can't wait to see what y'all got, in the pipeline, man. It's gonna be fire, man. But yeah, man, like I said, like the music videos, I know last summer, man, you really broke ground with producing music videos for other people, man. You mind, elaborating on some of the people's videos you done produced so far, man?
Oh, yeah. Well, shout out to Roy Gunner Holloman, you know what I'm saying? He taught me everything I know about videos. I'm going to keep it 100. It wasn't like I was like, yeah, I'm the video. Like, my first video was very ashy.
And YouTube taught me everything to teach you.
And
so
Leroy,
shout out to YouTube University.
I ain't going to lie. I shot my first video. I said, fuck it. I like, what? It's too hard, man. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And Leroy said, this is what you did wrong. You got to do this. You got to do that. If you go do slow-mo shots, got to put in blah, blah, blah. I ain't going to give you all the secrets. Put it right here. And then when he did it, ever since I made Leroy's first video, it just... Because I made like some other videos back in the day with my mom camera, but it didn't see the light of day because I didn't know, So, but like I said, Roy Gunners, Chris B, I did a lot of videos, you know what I'm saying? Rockstar Rock, that was my first official video. Squirt the Illest, we're going to have him on the podcast. Cholo, who else? Scheme the Mac. You know what I'm saying? So we got more. So like I said, I got a lot more on the table. So it's gonna be dope.
Yes, sir, man. Well, sure, we gonna take a little bit of a break, man. A little bit of an intermission, man. We gotta, pay bills to keep the lights on here to
Got
keep
the
this thing
stimmy
roll.
check.
Stimmy. I need it. But nah, man. This is episode 60 of the Demxcrazy podcast, and we be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Demxcrazy, episode 16.
16, yes, sir.
God damn, we moving. Not like that fake podcast shit y'all be doing now. But anyway, had to get that out there. Yeah, but like I said, we talking about everybody's businesses, Chris B, his moving company, my company. Now we got to talk to the man of the hour, RG, man.
Shoot, man. Ain't no man in the hour.
We here. We here.
We here already.
Yeah. So now when I elaborate about Royal Visions, I was talking about it in my interview, So what you got going on with Royal Visions right there?
Well, Royal Visions, it's a project that I really want to start kind of like as something that's under the umbrella of Rebellion Studios. And basically what I want to do and focus on is basically, helping people who are starting businesses like we are, being able to have affordable commercials that they shoot. So, man, I invested in, DSLR cameras, audio equipment, computers, video editing software and everything to be able to actually be able to offer affordable commercials out there for people who are looking to actually start their own company and be able to have a commercial that they can showcase that's not cheap and it's gonna look professional, man. I invested in lighting, green screens, a whole bunch of different stuff, behind the scenes to kind of get that going. And I also want to be able to tie that into basically YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I did originally have a YouTube channel, which really kind of sparked me learning about video editing to an extent. But I want to take it a step further and be able to have dope content. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to variety of different things, album reviews, sports, doing stuff like, showing the work that we do in the studio, just kind of behind the scenes stuff about what we got going on. So that's really what I wanted to tie into. And then I also want to incorporate an audio aspect where, we can do voiceover work because I also got, vocal recording equipment and stuff like that as far as in my home studio where I can do voiceover work to get people, promotional commercials that they can show on the radio. So
yeah, that shit gonna be dope. Cause like we said, when you mentioned about investing, half this shit over here is all you. Now and I look at it, and the other stuff, and you taught me about the stuff, the camera. What camera should you get? Like what you got to put it in? You know what I'm saying? What kind of audio you got to have, and what kind of mic you need. So I think you're gonna have a good company. So
man, I appreciate it, man. It's kind of a slow process. I mean, I'm doing it piece by piece, but I mean, just over the past 13 months, I done spent thousands and thousands of dollars investing into equipment. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from me buying and upgrading, Apple computers, me getting cameras, lights, microphones, speakers, a whole bunch of other stuff that tie into it. So it's kind of a slow process because I'm also saving for a house too. I'm trying to join the home improvement club. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I've been doing and dealing when it comes to that side. So.
That shit gonna be dope. Now you doing videos. Now let's tap into the music. You got Move Studios.
Well, yeah, Move Studios basically it just kind of my little Universal Studios, if you may say. My little Tyler Perry spot. And Move Studios, basically Move stands for Mastering Our Own Destiny.
Dope.
And the reason why I came up with that is because I was inspired by Kanye good music, getting it out our dreams. And that's really what inspired me. And it just me just kind of wanting to take the things that I do into my own hands because me personally, I make a lot of music. I make a lot of projects, but to be honest, I'm in the red on those projects. You know what I'm saying? I spend more to create them than what I make from them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this just kind of allowed me to do the things that I love to do, but also be able to cut costs. And it's something I'm going to always do. So why not learn about it and why not invest into it and why not give yourself a safe space to create? Because it's a lot of times where I go to the studio and it's stuff I want to try musically or stuff I want to do musically, but I'm scared to try it or scared to showcase it in front of other people. Because you're in a public environment. Even though it's a private session, it's still a public environment. Now in my house, I could be in my drawers. Oh, baby.
Looking like a glazed head.
Looking like however I want to look, you know what I'm saying? And I have the ability to be able to mess with it and mess with it and mess with it and mess with it until I feel like it's perfected to my liking. You know what I'm saying? So, and Mood Studio is just gonna hub everything. Records, music, albums. I still do I don't really do graphic design, but I come up with my graphic ideas and I come to Rasu to have them put it together.
Oh, you have some dope ideas.
And, video stuff. So it's just kind of like a little hub to house everything.
So pretty much Mood is like the umbrella from Royal Visions and everything else you got going on.
Omega I also I produce beats on the low. My
he gonna do my album.
My production company is called Home Cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
We giving people a home cooked meal when we giving one of them heaters. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get a slice now.
So let me ask you about the grass cutting business, man. I know that you besides the entertainment business, man, you plan on going into a lawn care business as well, man.
For sure, man. So I really wanted to start my own lawn company, being able to service the metropolitan area, and what I was want to call it is one-way lawn care, where we do lawn care the right one way, and that's the right way. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
So
I didn't think about that.
So I wanted to basically do that and be able to just kind of get a few yards in the metropolitan area to get started. And basically what we wanted to do is offer the basic trim, cutting, and edging as far as for yards. And then once we kind of slowly grow, we want to get into aspects of like snow removal, leaf mulching, and then want to get into aspects of, fertilizing grass to help people, have their grass grow to make it look a lot better as far as the home that they own. And then, get into concrete restoration, where if people don't know what I mean, basically you can go to YouTube, just type in concrete restoration or something like that in YouTube, and some videos will pop up where you see people who are like compressor washers and they like spraying like the tar and whatever the stuff as far as making the concrete look fresh again. So, that's some stuff I want to offer, and just kind of another way to be able to have my own destiny, kind of be, move, master my own destiny, being able to work for myself and provide, opportunities for not only me, but other people. So,
that lawn care business, that's 6 figures right there.
Man,
like just give me half, man.
So, out of all the like small businesses that you could have invested into, why lawn care business?
Man, to be honest, it's something that I really can I'm not saying it's easy, because it's definitely not easy, but it's something I can start solo. You know what I'm saying? And it's also realistic. Like, it's something I can afford to do. It's something that's basically, you get as much money as hard as you work. You know what I'm saying? You put the work in, you can get money for it. And, it's another way to be able to, be out in the elements, man. Like, to be honest, I've been working jobs where I've been on the phone, or I haven't done an active job probably in like the past 7-8 years, you know what I'm saying? So done got some weight on me because of it. It's just a way to get back in the element, man. Yeah. So
no, I'm proud of you, man. I'm glad that you decided to take that route to become an entrepreneur, man, because all of us at this table, man, we gifted, we talented at, one thing or another, man. So I'm glad that we're, in our early 30s, and we realizing like, nah, this ain't the way to go. Like, we don't want to keep punching the time clock for the rest of our life, man. So that's why, man, that mood, like, I live and die by that now, man. Because, we had a long conversation about that, man. And, I think we all kind of took it and ran with it, man.
He did. Shout out to Bobby J because, like I said, we been, I know for me, it been lingering in my mind. I'm like, man, because I got, like I said, don't get me wrong, I got a blessed like we all do. I got a good job, house, cars, everything is good for me. Music career is good, you know what I'm saying? But it's like something missing. Yeah. I think it just, having my own shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I can get fired tomorrow.
That's a fact. And nothing is guaranteed, man.
Nothing ain't guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? I get fired my black ass tomorrow. Yeah, man, we don't like you. I'm like, well, all right, fuck you then, Bob. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I also think, man, like with what's been happening with not only the pandemic, but what we've been doing, just like really just giving things a try. You know what I'm saying? Like, we learned and grew so much within the past year. Just by just trying something, not going in, not really knowing if it can work, but giving it effort and realizing like, damn, this shit ain't that hard. Yeah. And I'm getting better at it. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like everything, as long as you give it effort, put your best foot forward, it could be something that's fruitful for you, and it could be something that's successful for you. So.
It's true. Like I said, COVID opened my eyes to a whole nother thing. And like, I looking like shit, COVID kind of help a nigga. I was like, damn, you know what? Maybe I gotta get my shit right.
You know, a lot of COVID been having to get his racks up, boy. Keeping it 100.
For real.
Yeah, so thank you, COVID. No, I was playing.
Show, man. Well, I appreciate y'all asking me about the little endeavors that I got going on, man. It feels good to be able to explain that to y'all and to the listeners and stuff like that. So, but man, we're gonna take a little bit of a break, man. A little bit of a little pause, intermission, and we be back with the Demxcrazy Podcast. It's episode 16.
Let's get it.
All right, well, welcome back to episode 16 of the Demxcrazy Podcast, man. We just been chopping it up, man, having a good time speaking about the endeavors and all the stuff that we got going on behind the scenes and the growth that we all had, man. But, just kind of speaking of success and stuff like that. What is success to you? What does success mean to you?
To me, you want me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Man, success, man, this all depends on the eye of the beholder, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
So, like for myself, I'm going to speak for myself, man. Success for me, man, is, knowing that I have an abundance of money in the bank.
Yeah.
Niggas an abundance.
I must have an abundance of money in the
That's
bank.
a must. I don't want to be broke no more.
Knowing that my kid or kids will be taken care of.
Yeah.
My house is paid for, man. Being healthy, man, and the people around me is doing good, man. I feel like if you're doing good and the people that you talk to a lot or spend a lot of time with, they're not doing good, man, you got to ask yourself, what kind of person are you, though, man? I ain't saying you obligated to give people anything, but at least try to give people opportunities.
Yeah.
Like when I started this business right here, man, I didn't go look for strangers. I look for my immediate friends and family that I know is kind of struggling. Like, hey, I got these opportunities. I was hitting up my little cousins, hitting up Rasu's cousins, hitting up my brother. Just people I know that can use the opportunities, man.
Yeah, I think my thing of success is just, just being happy with what you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like, I could be doing more. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I think God blessed me in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? It could be some shit that went down. You know what I'm saying? But
a lot of shit.
yeah. But I feel like, I got to call it. I honestly feel like that I gotta do something great.
Yeah.
I'm not like, how people be like, well, I'm going to be a movie star. I'm going to be like that. But I feel like I got to call it that. You
doing realistic shit, man.
Yeah, realistic shit though, by the way, too. It ain't like no outrageous shit, like, but I feel like I got to call it, and I think that's being successful, just doing some shit that you love to do. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, for me, man, I feel like it just basically being solid in, multiple foundations. Success for me could be, finding happiness, having happiness with whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
Then being solid financially, you in a predicament where if anything happens, you can afford to take care of it. If your transmission go out, it's not like, oh, damn, what the hell I'm going to do? You either can fix the transmission or have the funds to get another vehicle.
Yeah.
Or, a funeral or somebody, pass, Lord forbid. You got enough finances to be able to cover the expenses of the funeral and not have to worry too much about financial burdens.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as another thing that kind of ties into success for me would basically be, you basically finding your balance of what you want to do spiritually. You know what I'm saying? If you a spiritual person, you know what I'm saying, that could be an element of success when you finding or building a connection with God or whatever. That's an element of success to me. And just basically being able to have that, having some type of ownership, whether it could be a business, your home, all of the above, a car, whatever. That's an element of success. And just basically being able to have like Chris said, building blocks and stuff that you can pass down to children and whoever coming, after you, so.
It's facts.
Nah, man, and to kind of piggyback off of that, man, like I like that, apparently we all are rappers, you know what I'm saying, but we are getting older and now we realizing like shit, I see y'all kind of going more into the behind the scenes. Like I know y'all gonna always rap, but it seems like y'all really trying to build a foundation behind the scenes, like the Rebellion and Royal Visions, man. I'm proud of y'all for that,
Appreciate
man.
that.
And y'all attacking stuff that a lot of people aren't attacking in Kansas City, man. It's easy to get in front of a microphone. It's easy to be in front of the camera and hey, look at me.
Mm-hmm.
But the nigga that's really eating for real is the nigga behind the camera,
Man.
the nigga that's behind that mixing board, the nigga that's behind that beat pad.
Engineers, the video, man. Like I said, because like we had Drew on last episode, and like you said, it's kind of like sports. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan was the greatest. Now you see him, he owned the the Charlotte Hornets, so he back there just look. Okay, we're gonna draft this guy. We're gonna make this team lit. So he trying to win a championship for his team, then trying to win one for himself. You know what I'm saying? So think that's how it is.
Yeah, and I think like what you said, like with age, man, I just me personally, I kind of got comfortable like with what I do musically. You know what I'm saying? When I was 21, man, I wanted to be on, but the opportunities didn't happen for me to be on. And I also realized like when you young, you think you on, but then you realize like, damn, really only one out of like every million people make it.
True.
So the odds is really
It's like winning the lottery.
Yeah, so the odds really is kind of not in your favor, which is kind of one of the reasons why I started taking into my own hands to be able to not only just control the costs, but still be able to do the things I love without basically ruining or losing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go home, I can record a project for free.
Yeah.
And then all I gotta do is basically pay, you know, my plug. CD Baby, shout out to you.
Shouts out.
You know, and have that, you know, broadcast to the people. You know, I can go get my camera, have Rasu hold it for me, shoot a video, edit it myself. So it's like I'm still able to do the things I love, and I'm not sacrificing anything by doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the same thing with me. Cause like I said, when we was young, I had this thing, man. I'm 18. I gotta be on when I'm 21.
Yeah.
When you 21, I gotta be on when I'm 23.
Yeah.
Then it's 25. Then it's 27. Then it's 30. At the 30, I just said, fuck it. Now,
fuck it. I'm gonna just do it. But
I just do it
differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, I still do it, and we still get paid from it and whatnot. But like I said, I'm at a point where I'm like, hey, I just do it. And I try to help young people out. So when I drop albums, I try to, you know, get people that's on the come up in my city to hop on and be like, hey, this is the new person coming out. Like you said, you know what I'm saying? I share the wealth. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what, man? That's a great way for me to follow with this question right here. Should aspiring rappers and singers have a backup plan?
Yes.
Elaborate on that, bro.
Like I said, you know, it's shit can go left, you know, before it can go right. You know what I'm saying? Not let's say don't give up on your dreams, but like Charlamagne the God, he was talking to he had an interview and he said, giving up on your dreams is also a good thing. Cause I was like, how the fuck? And everybody was like, what do you mean by that? He said, well, he was an aspiring rapper. He wanted to be a rapper. But he said, with him not rapping led him to radio. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a voice. So he gave up on rap and started doing radio. Damn. So he was like, then he became more successful as a radio personality, author, all that. So it's okay to not like saying give up on everything, but it's okay to have a little backup plan to do something.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, man. Sometimes your backup plan could be something that gets you closer to what your main goal was. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like you said, you know, he wanted to be a rapper. He probably couldn't be a rapper. He couldn't actually do the rap thing, but he could probably do things that happen to be associated with the rappers, i.e. being a radio personality. Or, you know, you want to be a rapper but can't be a rapper. Okay, well then why don't you get into maybe trying to start your own record label and be an A&R and find the talent and people, you know, stuff like that. So that way you still in the culture and you're still a part of it and you still kind of getting the fulfillment with it. Like, for example, this, like what we doing.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
This podcast is like me. It's like another thing of me getting into entertainment and media. Just another lane.
Yeah, and another thing like DJ Academics. You know? I didn't know he was an actual DJ. Like people didn't.
I learned about that like a month ago.
I didn't know that.
I heard him talk about a live stream.
Because I was like, I thought DJ was like a little alias, but he was actual. Because he had old pictures of him, you know, DJing and whatnot. But like damn, so I guess he probably gave up on that and started doing the social media stuff and got successful with that though. But what you think, Chris B?
Nah, man, I agree with y'all, man. You know, y'all got some beautiful answers, man. I feel like, don't necessarily like you said, don't half step with your dreams. If you got a dream, you give it all that you got, but also, you know, have someone on the backup. Like, okay, if this shit don't go good, you know, what can I do? And the reason, like with rapping and singing and all that, it don't mean that you suck. It don't mean that you garbage. It don't mean that you can't write. It's just like winning the lottery. It's like, you know,
so many people buying a ticket.
Yeah, so many people trying to get into it. So don't ever feel like you ain't worthy because you don't make it. It's just so many people trying to get into it though. So you got to think like, okay, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Let me figure out what I want to do. You know, like everybody at this table, we got backup plans though, man, and I love it, you know?
Yeah. Like I said, you know, it's kind of like the NBA, you know what I'm saying? You got thousands of college kids playing, but like I said, only like 64 get drafted. each year. So you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is.
I mean, look at Tom Brady, man. Like, I'm glad to bring him up, man. Tom Brady, man. He didn't think he was going to get drafted, man. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga had his job, resume ready, and everything. Look at him now, man. 20-some years later, and he just signed a 4-year contract, didn't he?
Yeah, I seen that. I was pissed. I was like, damn, we got to see this nigga again.
Yeah, man.
So, boy, hey, that nigga's Patrick Mahomes going to have to work for this. Boy.
He is, boy. That scared him so much that Patrick Mahomes restructured his contract to get more lit niggas on the Chiefs. Yeah, but like I said, you grew up rich, you don't care about the money, you just want to win.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a fact, man. Well, shoot, we gonna take a little bit of a break, man, a little small intermission, man. Take a little bit of a relaxation, and we'll be back with episode 16 of the Demxcrazy Podcast.
Let's get it.
All right, people, welcome back to the Demxcrazy Podcast, episode 16. It's your boy Roy Gunner in here with my brothers Rasul Ree,
yes, sir.
Chris B. We in here chopping it up, man, just talking about success and a lot of stuff. So I want to ask, do you think people focus too much on appearance to be successful instead of the act of, trying to gain success?
I think the appearance, what I'm saying, with social media, appearance is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I look like I'm doing something, even though I'm not, I still got to look to the people, to be like, hey, this guy's doing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we all do a lot of stuff behind scenes, you know what I'm saying? With your music, moving business, everything. But people don't see it. They don't. It's like seeing is believing now. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't see it, they don't think it's really happening. So I think, yeah.
What you think, Chris?
I definitely agree, man. I feel like people care about way too much appearance, man. Like, I ain't gonna name drop, but I'm gonna just get some prime examples, man. There's niggas that like made it out of this city, you know what I'm saying? They got real fucking followers on social media, like millions of people, and they still kind of try to entertain the Kansas City people. I'm like, hey, dog, you on a big level, man. Fuck these niggas, man. You don't need their support. But at the same time, I understand, man, it's always nice to get that love from where you come from. But, man, unfortunately, it's a lot of miserable people that's from Kansas City, they ain't gonna support you though, man. So I can say to them, the niggas that did make it out of KC, that's doing big things, man, and just keep doing you, man. Don't worry about what these KC people think, man. And I've mentioned this once and I mentioned again, like look at Tech Nine, man. Tech Nine's a legend, man. Big dog, man. You know what I'm saying? He was in the 90s, man. I was listening to that nigga when he was with the 57th Street Road Dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Mitch Bay, all that.
Yeah, so, he had to leave, man, go to LA, man, build his fan base up, and he still came back to the city, man. Like I said, man, don't worry about what people think, bro.
For sure, man. I definitely feel like people do that. And, most of the times it's a negative, man, because at the end of the day, when people find out really what you got going on and it ain't what you basically been reflecting, then it kind of makes you look bad. And now people can't trust anything that you got going from that point forward. But sometimes in a certain way, it do help. Fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? If you acting like you got it, you can start charging like you got it, and if people thinking that you got it, they're gonna pay because they feel like you got it. You know,
niggas out there.
So it's just like I feel like it's a double-edged sword, man, when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to Kansas City, man. Crabs in a bucket, and not just shit on the city, but like I said, you gotta look big. Everybody trying to look big, just do it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna put up a status, but I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
But your status yesterday went viral, boys.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I was thinking about some gates. I wasn't even trying to be cute or nothing. Like I said, I really don't post shit like I used to. You know what I'm saying? But I just post some shit like, man, let me get mentally prepared to go to Gates so I can order my food. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was on my mind that day. You know what I'm saying? But the shit just took off, and then it didn't go towards my head. I ain't try to get
You show?
it did. I didn't try to get no clap from it. Yeah, look at me. Trying to get some other shit. Like, I was just some shit I was feeling. Like, I'm still sharing my videos, still sharing other people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is.
So, let me ask y'all this, man. So, it's a lot of poverty going on in the city, man. So, I can't speak about other cities, but what you think you got to do for people in Kansas City to make it out of poverty, man? I want to elaborate on that.
Man, to be honest, my vision on poverty and people being able to make it out of that, it really comes from the parents, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? If you are having a child or, basically already got children, I think it's, best for you to basically be trying to do something to create some type of not only financial wealth, but also like reoccurring wealth, or what is it called? Reoccurring revenue or something?
Residuals,
Residual income. Yeah,
passive income, residual income.
You know, trying to get some type of ownership, man. Because to me, like, I made a post like about 2 weeks ago where I was like, damn, I wish my parents' generation would have did what the fuck they were supposed to do. People like, what do you mean by that? Well, to me, all the African American people I knew, the older people in their family own their house.
Yeah.
All my great aunts and uncles own their house. Mm-hmm. My grandparents basically own their house. Like, all the older people that's 70 and up,
they do
own their house.
That's facts.
And I'm like, all their kids, which would be my mama generation and people that fall in that generation,
like the generation
don't own no
X.
houses. They all fucking living with their kids and putting an extra burden on their kid because their kid got to take care of them. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck was y'all doing? Like, y'all really was fucking it up. Like, so I really feel like it comes from the parents to be able to set that up and to have the discipline to be able to do that. Like, so that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I think patience and living beyond your means. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a cheaper way to live good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a prime example of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it's times where you ain't got the money, you know, just Roman noodle out. You know, or honey bun it out. You know what I'm saying? And nigga Chris said, you love eating honey buns. I said, no, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? But nah, just patience. You know what I'm saying? Some people rush into things. Like I said, like, I remember one time I was going to quit my job. I wasn't making enough money. My dad told me, he said, hey, man, you know, life is like a wave. You know, it comes and goes. But as soon as that big wave come, it hits everything. So he told me to wait, and I waited, and I was making good money like that. So I think patience. And, you know, don't try to live too rich. You know what I'm
don't keep up with the Joneses.
Exactly. Yeah. What you think, Chris B?
Man, I agree with y'all on that, man. Like I said, you know, I'm a prime example. Like, me and Rasul definitely in the similar positions. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both own our houses. Everything's paid for, man. And we, you know, just don't live beyond your means, bro. Like, you know, you might get a job that's paying $25 an hour. You know, first thing people want to do, oh, shit, let me go get this $300,000 mortgage.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not judging nobody to do that, but nah, man, like, you don't have to live, you know, in the burbs. Like, you can find you a nice, you know, community to live in without spending that $300,000. I think that's the first thing people do when they somewhat make it out of poverty. So you can make $100,000 a year and still be in poverty, man. Like, don't live beyond your means. You know what I'm saying? If you get $25 an hour, get a $100,000 house, man. You know, instead of going to get a $30,000 car, get a $10,000 car.
Yeah,
so let's manage your money, man.
For sure, man. Well, I mean, we're just kind of piggybacking off that, man. Why is money the most common way of judging success? Why do y'all feel like people use that as the way to judge the measuring stick of how successful a person is?
I mean, that's how it is. Shit, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It just you know, like the more money you got, the more litter you got. You know, the more women gonna come to you, the more clientele gonna come to you. You look rich. Like I said, let's say, yo, it's kind of like music. You know what I'm saying? This guy got shitty music, but he got, you know, 100 fans. You know what I'm saying? Your music might be dope, but you only got 5 fans. So who people gonna go to? The one with 100 fans. You know what I'm saying? Same with the money. Like, it's a whole turn. Let's go where the money is at.
Hell yeah.
That's how they judge it.
What about you, Chris?
What was the question?
I was just basically asking, why is money the most common way of judging success?
Nah, like Rasul said, man, you see it on TV, man. You know, look at the Oprahs, the Bill Gates, and all that, man. Just what we see on TV. We praise these people, the Jeff Bezos. You know what I'm saying? We just base it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I love money.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I never have enough money, man. But let me ask y'all this, though, man. Do y'all feel like a college education is needed to be successful?
No.
I agree with y'all, and the reason I say that is because, man, I don't know, man. Like, when I was in college, high school, you know, go to college.
Yeah.
That was, you know, shoving that shit down your throat. And then, you know, okay. I went to college, got my degree, got my job. I'm like, man, now that I got my college degree, now that I got a fucking job in my field of study, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? Oh, I did all this for this, and I'm still getting told what the fuck to do.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I ain't saying don't go to college with kids, man. If y'all watching this shit right here, man, like, really weigh your options, man. Like, just because you don't go to college don't mean you're going to fail, man. You can go get a trade. Or you can, hey, go to an entrepreneur that you look up to, be like, hey man, I want to do what you do. Can I get an internship with you? Can you teach me the game? I wish I would have knew this shit when I was fucking 18. I would have went through all that fucking college and racked up all them student loans.
Hell yeah.
So college does not determine your success, man. Yeah, if you're like a doctor, a lawyer, a surgeon, a nurse,
it does.
Yeah, that shit, you have to go to college for that shit. But to fucking do it just to sit behind a desk all day, man, fuck all that, man.
Yeah, and also, man, I think students that's coming out of high school really shouldn't immediately go into college. And the reason why I say that is because when you coming out of high school, you have an idea what you want, but you really don't know what you want.
Don't know.
Like, you just kind of hearing what other people are saying and just kind of going by the wayside. Like, for example, when I went into college, I tried to go into freaking, being a person that go to chemistry, make medicine. Damn, that's too much math. I can't do that. So
I do that now.
Let me do visual arts, and it's so competitive, and it's like it's crazy because it's like really what I wanted to go into. I didn't find out until I wasn't in college no more, and that's mass communications, where you could do stuff like this. You want to be a news anchor. You want to be somebody who work on the radio. You want to be somebody that work behind the scenes. Like, it's really a field for that, but nobody told me about that. Yeah. And it's like, so I really didn't know right away, man. But, I feel like, take time, really learn what you enjoy, and then figure out how to go towards that.
Yeah, and kids, don't let nobody pressure you. Because, like, when I was in high school, it was all that pressure the senior year. What you gonna do, young man? You gonna get your stuff? I'm like, and I'm rushed trying to please people and whatnot, but I ain't pleasing myself. Because, like I said, I was going to head down that road, but my dad told me, he said, hey, man, do what you want to do, man.
For sure. If
you don't want to go there, don't go. I said, all right, well, I ain't going.
For sure, man. Well, shoot, we done? What you doing? Taking a break?
Yeah, we done, man.
Well, hey, we pretty much done with this episode, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you watching this video, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to the channel. We upload weekly. Go ahead and hit that like, that share button, and we be back with another episode of the Demxcrazy Podcast.
Yes, sir. Let's get
out.